Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and one is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
Good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to the hangar at Oaks Amusement Park, home of the Rose City Rollers. Thank you all for coming out on this unseasonably warm afternoon. Glad you could make it. We are here for a fun, exciting bout between Jewish roller derby and Guns N' Rollers. Couple housekeeping things. Please stay on your side of those black bumpers. This is for your safety and the safety of the skaters. Also, while the action is going, please don't walk in front of everybody. Wait for the 30 seconds in between jams to get to and from your seats. Your fellow fans will appreciate you for doing that. And now, let's give it up for all of our volunteers who make all this possible. And for our officials on skates and off. And now, it is my pleasure to turn the microphone over to a special returning guest, the one, the only, Layla Smackdown.
Good evening, good evening. Happy belated Shabbos, one and all. It is my pleasure to be here, regaling you on the microphone with my dulcet golden tones to announce for none other than the Jewish Roller Derby. Skating for you this evening, we have 018 Alligator. Number 100, Original Sin. Number 18, L'Chaim Cone. Number 185, Quake. Number 30, Marzipan. Number 322, Kosher Assault. Number 350, Peach Clubber. Number 618, Doctor of Destruction. Number 64, When in Rome. Number 69, Demand a Beating. Number 713, Schindler's Fist. Number 75, Gay of Reckoning. Number 757, Morgan Levy. Number 811, Serafina Novisk. Number 88, Cosmo. Number 89, Dorothy. And number 97, Amalka Shayna. Give it up for the Bronze and Gold Jewish Roller Derby.
And now it is my pleasure, in the black, put your hands together for our very own Guns N' Rollers. 128, jackpot. 129, La Cucaracha. 139, Katie Postma. Wearing 19, Angela Death. 1942, Veronica Dodge. Wearing 20, it's Petit Carnage. 29, Danny Darko. 272 is Aaron Ishii. 316, Evangelical. 324 is Charlie Chang. 757 is Wicked Willow. Wearing number 5, American Gangster. 669 is Teeth. 808, you gonna be sorry. And number 99, put your hands together for Hellslinger. One last time, put them together for the Guns and Rollers.
Good evening, everybody. Actually, I guess it's not really evening. We're in the gloaming time of late afternoon and early evening. It is 4 o'clock here in Portland, and I am Omnomnomnivore, joined on the stream by none other than
Puns and Roses.
And we are so excited to be here with you this afternoon, moving into this evening to watch the Guns N' Rollers take on Jewish Roller Derby.
Did you just say sass-afternoon?
I don't know what I said.
All right. It sounded like there was a sass mixed with afternoon. I could be wrong, though.
You know what? Here at Roller Derby, a sass-afternoon would be totally fine.
Yes. I'm super excited for this.
Good sass-afternoon. We've actually seen 3 fantastic borderless teams over the last 3 games that we've had here. And I have been looking forward to watching Jewish play for so long. Anyways, Jam 1, I'm talking too much. We have Cosmo up against Evangelical.
And Evangelical spinning out of that tripod at the front is through on the initial.
Cosmo has the cap off, looking for pivot. That is number 100, Original Sin.
And, taking a little bit of a shirt whip there.
Evangelical coming back around, looking for more points, juking and then going straight through the middle. Meanwhile, Original Sin recycled back to the back. Still, no star passes happened, and there is the call-off.
And that was great work at the back of the pack by the sister pairing of American Gangster and Wicked Willow.
I love that so much.
I do too. And next up, we are going to see, I believe that is Schindler's Fist up against Angela Death. That is.
I believe you are absolutely correct. If you're joining us on the stream, go ahead and let us know where you're from and who you're cheering for, person or team. We'd love to give you a shout out.
Good force out there by Marzipan.
Both jammers, I was going to say going through the middle, but Angela Death goes up the inside, able to get out lead jammer GNR, followed closely actually by Schindler's Fist, about 2 turns behind.
And here comes Angela Death into the pack. Good offense up there.
Picking up 2.
That was La Cucaracha, I believe, with the offense to allow that 2.
Up next, it looks like we've got Serafina Novisk, or Walt.
Yeah, we're going to go with Walt. That's much faster. There's only 1 syllable in Walt.
Well, it is going to be Walt in the yellow, taking on, I believe, Jackpot for GNR.
Yes, that is Jackpot.
There we go. Jackpot stuck all in the middle of just a bunch of people down there. Amara and Katie both up at the top of the pack.
Hellslinger trying to provide some offense. But
And that is Petit Carnage there, shoring up the middle lanes of the track.
good work up at the front by Alligator and Original Sin.
Jackpot battling, and everybody threw at the same time. I do believe Walt has lead.
Yes, Walt does have lead. Oh. And there's the call off.
Before anybody's able to re-enter the pack. Good job by Walt, though, holding GNR scoreless in that jam. And it looks like we've got
Doctor
T.
of Destruction.
Smalls from Vancouver. Used to play for the Rosebuds. Name was Casket Case.
Oh.
Nice to see you here, T. Smalls. Niclara Miranda from Brazil. You win our furthest away award so far. Cheering for roller derby. I love that. And Brick says, woo, yay, JRD. Same, Brick, same. Veronica Dodge and DOD both skating. Veronica Dodge quickly up the outside.
And DOD has pulled the cap, looks for an inside lane, finds Charlie Chang instead, but is through.
I did hear that is a cut track being called on Charlie Chang. GNR now down 1 in the next jam.
That'll give Charlie Chang a little bit of extra time with the end of the jam to sit in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box and think about what she's done.
The Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is a great place to sit and think about what you've done.
Yes. So we're going to see Cosmo against Evangelical once again.
Back up to the top of the jam rotation.
And Kosher Assault holding on to Evangelical for dear life. There goes Evangelical. And Cosmo not too far behind.
Cone doing a great job of slowing Evangelical down. Cosmo only 30 feet behind. Beautiful zoom room apex jump there by Evangelical.
Zoom Room filling the world with happy, tired dogs. Visit their new Hillsborough location.
Everything feels very loud. Maybe it's just me. Great stream. Technical question. What camera is the videographer using? Is it a PTZ? I'm asking my videographer right now.
Meanwhile, we've got Schindler's Fist moving to the front of the pack, working up against Teeth. Evangelical and that is Danny Darko.
It is Danny Darko.
Oh, good force out. There's the recycle, long recycle now.
Nobby with the bridge, but Nobby also the quickest one to pick up that recycle, being uncommitted to a specific blocker. Nice job by Nobby and company. Nobby, Teeth, Donnie Darko, and who's that third person? I see them, and I can't see a number.
Oh, that should be Charlie Chang, because Charlie Chang started in the box.
Is it?
Yep, that is Charlie Chang.
Okay, thank you.
And good work there by Mark. Oh, wow. Angela Death slipping through. Barely on the outside.
We have somebody from Jewish Roller Derby, Peach Clobber, taking a seat for a cut track.
And we have a Two-Town Cider House Star Pass to Marzipan.
Marzipan, usually one of our skaters.
But
Very excited to see them skate for Junior Roller. See, I did it. I knew I was going to do it. Jewish Roller Derby. I have Junior Roller Derby on the brain for all day tomorrow.
well, also you see JRD, and like that's
Junior Roller Derby.
Yeah, that's.
It is not tonight, however. Tonight it has the distinction of being Jewish Roller Derby.
And we've got Walt up against Jackpot.
Jackpot quickly finding Original Sin and Pivot.
That's Kosher Assault.
That is Kosher Assault.
Ooh, I like that name. Pack extending, Jackpot just pushing.
Jackpot, oh, just having a hard time getting around the team in yellow. Goodness.
Peach Clobber coming up with some good offense. Was able to shake off American Gangster for a while, but Gangster now back to the front, anchoring that front tripod.
That is Halligator. That is the other person down there, putting on some jammer or some work, putting on a blocking clinic.
Oh, Gangster with that force out and recycle. Gangster just deadly.
Walt looking for the pivot. Pivot currently playing bridge. GNR slow rolling that bump up.
Competing demands on the pivot to either get the cap or bridge. Oh, wow. Is that that is Katie Postma there immediately on the bridge.
And we have another two-town sider star pass to Kosher Assault. We've got some Gator love in the chat. Gotta tell ya, new Gator fan right here. Somebody come Gator.
All right, Dr. Destruction, Veronica Dodge once again. Demand a beating, sort of looking to play offense here.
I like the name Demand a Beating as well.
Oh, I'm
there
a big
are some
fan.
great names down here tonight. DOD quickly pushing to the front, but finding Nobby, Donnie Darko, and Teeth. That is a deadly pod.
Yeah. It's a pod with some bite. Veronica Dodge is through. DOD with the cap off. One to beat. Oh, wow.
Emma's on the stream watching and rooting for Gator because that's Emma's Derby wife.
Oh, all right.
Love it. Thank you for supporting from afar. Veronica Dodge coming back around.
And there's the call off. 1 point on that pass.
I'd like to say thank you to Triple Eight, our exclusive protective gear sponsor of RCR, the certified sweat saver, developed, tested, and trusted by the best, Triple Eight. Oh, and then we have Greg, which is Gator is his actual wife. Good representation from two different places.
Oh, wow. Gangster just shutting down the outside lane.
Evangelical coming back around, looking to put points on the board. Star is off for Cosmo. And there is the star pass, another two-town sider star pass, this time to Kosher Assault. Again to Kosher Assault. Pivot cap on the track. Hopefully Kosher's going to see that.
And does. Two-town cider, damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest. They've got a mango seasonal cider out that Mrs. Puns is a big fan of.
There is a lot of alligator love in the chat.
Yeah.
Too much gator for one wife. Oh, Emma, I do. I'm on the Betties.
Right,
Angela Death and Walt both wearing the stars.
Oh, great work by Morgan Levy with that force out, but not able to get the recycle going.
Morgan Levy, one of my absolute favorite skaters.
And cut track, Angela Death. This gives Walt a chance to, oh, here comes Morgan Levy. Oh. Great work there by Danny Darko with that force out and recycle.
Lukuga covering the inside line.
And
and let go. Walt, lead jammer.
And Angela Death is standing now.
Angela Death back on the track, looking to complete an initial pass. Trying the outside, and that is Peach Clobber getting in the way in the best way possible.
Yes. Peach Clobber really dishing it out.
Angela Death through for 4. Actually, just kidding, not through for 4, through on initial. I was getting ahead of myself.
And Walt with the call off. 4 points in the air.
I'd like to say thank you to Porque No Taqueria. Porque No Taqueria, the sunniest place in Portland, voted the best tacos and Mexican food in PDX. Porque No, Porque Yes. And we've got a timeout being called. That's a Deb Count-Saber. Welcome to PDX Timeout. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. I would like to give a quick shout out to the jammer caps on Jewish Roller Derby. They're
the star.
They're just perfect. They're perfect.
Yeah, they are. It's well done.
I walked in today getting ready, and I saw them warming up, and I was like, it just made me happy. Just made me happy.
I'm a fan.
And this is a team timeout for Jewish Roller Derby. I'd like to take a second to say thank you to Rebel Heart Therapy, who sponsors our penalty box. Therapy for queer, poly, kinky, quirky folks. www.rebelhearttherapy.com. Timeout, drawing to a close.
We're going to see Schindler's Fist and Jackpot. Aaron Ishii lining up on the other side of that Jam on Hawthorne jam line to slow down Schindler's Fist.
Katie Postma, offense right off the line. Jackpot out, lead jammer GNR. Schindler's Fist also through past Katie Postma, about half a track behind.
Wow, Jackpot.
That was
great
the
offensive work by Petite Carnage.
Yes, that is exactly what I was going to say.
See?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
That's what I do.
Brick also loves the star caps. So creative.
All right, next up we're going to see Doctor of Destruction in that gold. And Veronica Dodge in the black.
Marzipan starting back near the pivot line, or sorry, near the jam line. Nice hit to the outside by Morgan Levy, recycling Veronica Dodge. Meanwhile, Doctor of Destruction out, lead jammer.
And Doctor Destruction into the back of the pack. That is LaKuka Rocky and company.
Angela Death finding Morgan Levy again, able to get around, picking up for just, I keep wanting to award points before points are being awarded. That was an initial pass.
Also, that was Veronica Dodge, not Angela Death.
Thank you. Where did I get Angela Death from?
They both have dark hair?
Nope, that wasn't it.
I got nothing for you then. Oh, Angela Death is 19, Veronica Dodge is 1942.
There it is.
You probably only caught the 19,
The 19.
In all the traffic. Happens to me.
Evangelical and Cosmo both wearing the stars. Evangelical quickly pushing to the top of the pack.
Oh, Cosmo is through. And everybody taking their shots at Evangelical. Mark and Gangster up with the offense, now joined by Wicked Willow getting a goat at the back.
This is the Gator Stand chat. We spent like 13 hours on trains together last weekend. We're practically married.
Gator has a lot of wives. I'm just going to go out there. Or spouses. It's not just spouses in general. Derby wives, husbands.
It's the Gator Stand chat.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it when they put Willow and Gangster out at the same time.
Chad is 95% Novas. That makes sense.
Yep. All right, here we go. Angela Death and Walt. Angela Death spinning, has to recycle.
Ooh, nice hit to the outside there by Peach Clobber, recycled back.
And multiplayer on Nabi.
Everybody bumping up. Angela Death out, lead jammer. One to beat for Darko. Walt now about half a track behind.
And here comes AD, tiptoeing through that pack.
There's the call off.
Good awareness by the blockers on GNR.
I'd like to say thank to Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery, John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. Thank you, Buffalo Gap. There's the 5 seconds. And the jam starts. Jackpot and DOD once again facing off.
And Jackpot getting offensive help there by Katie Postma.
One to beat with Katie, but DOD shakes it off. Lead jammer, Jewish roller derby.
And DOD through for another 4. Oh, DOD, I thought was going for that apex. And call off just in time.
I'd like to say thank you to Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood plumbing company and a proud sponsor of RCR since forever.
All right, we got Veronica Dodge and Cosmo. Charlie
Cosmo
Chang.
quickly to the front of the pack.
Yeah, Charlie Chang up there holding the line.
Nice offense by Marzipan to try and get Cosmo through. Trying to get around Teeth and Charlie Chang.
Not an easy task. Morgan
Nice.
Levy with the force out of the back of the pack.
Nice bump to the inside, but Cosmo recovers quickly.
And there
Cosmo
goes
through.
Cosmo.
Picking up lead jammer.
Cosmo really drinking up the lead there.
Cosmo
There's the
getting
call
the
Oh, just in time. Wow.
GNR 0 points. I have such FOMO right now. Love Jewish roller derby. Well, Caitlin, just come on over.
Or if you're in Hillsboro, they're playing again tonight.
Are they really?
Yes.
They're playing here and then going right out to Crow?
Yes.
Oh, how funny.
I know because I'm announcing it.
Person at the front when we walked in said, "Are you asking me if I was announcing for Crow?" And I was like, "I wasn't asked."
I am though.
Are they playing at that Beaverton Sports Complex?
I think so.
Ooh, have fun announcing there.
Yeah, great. Looking forward to that.
Schindler's Fist and Evangelical both wearing the stars. Evangelical recycled back there by, I believe that's Original Sin. You'll just realize how spoiled we are really quick.
I often do.
We have a pretty spoiled setup here. Couldn't make the trip from Michigan. How close are you to Grand Rapids? That's where one of my other bestie announcer friends lives. And coaches is for Grand Raggedy. Beautiful job by DOD to get through within the first 5 seconds of the jam. Picking up lead jammer. Nice hit to the inside there by Morgan Levy. Everybody's locked down. Nice offense by Malkashana.
And GNR losing we got a 2-down sider out of Star Pass.
On GNR.
Katie Postma coming out of the box and doing the sneaky star grab. I like it.
Donnie Darko taking a seat in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
And Katie Postma stealing too.
On a misconduct.
Oh.
Oh, you're going to go to Mitten Kitten in Grand Rapids tomorrow. Track down the announcer or the coach. I think the announcer actually. It's the King. And tell him that Noms says hi.
And puns.
And puns. Noms and puns say hi to the King.
And there goes Cosmo, your lead jammer. And
forearm being called on Halligator.
And Cosmo through.
Picking up
points.
4.
And there's a 2-down cider house star pass to Amara.
Amara. Everybody loves when Amara jams.
Except for Amara.
Cosmo picking up another 4 and calling it off.
And Gangster picking up 2.
Gator would never. The Gator Stand Club here is making the stream totally worthwhile for me tonight.
Yes.
So we have a team timeout called. You know what that means. That's a welcome to PDX timeout. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor, Deb Counts-Tabor, and welcome to PDX. She looks very innocent. While I have everybody's undivided attention, yet again, I'd like to say thank you to 187 Killer Pads, the exclusive protective gear sponsor of RCR. 187 Killer Pads, often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best. 187 Killer Pads. So it's the Novas chat. That's what I keep hearing. Lots of Novas. Listen, we like other people too, but have you met Gator? I haven't. So obviously I'm going to have to at halftime. Northern Virginia. Nova, Northern Virginia. Suddenly it all makes sense. Tobias, obviously you should join the Gator fan club. Veronica Dodge and Walt both wearing the stars. Walt quickly to the front, 2 to beat. Walt says,
oh, Morgan Levy.
Nice with the bump out.
But Veronica Dodge does pick up lead jammer.
Veronica Dodge had cleared the engagement zone, but then Morgan Levy came in. Halligator now back on the track,
And
cleared of her crimes.
Offense, or defense.
Oh, you're the Supernovas from California.
Oh.
Okay, perfect.
I was about to say where in Northern Virginia, because, you know, I came to Portland from Northern Virginia.
It also makes way more sense to have a California team. That was a gigantic hit leveled there by number 272, Aaron Ishii.
And Walt up to the front. 1 to beat. That is way out of play.
And that's what the ref said too. Aaron Ishii taking a seat.
There's about 60 feet between the pack.
So my new current Jewish roller derby pair-up might be Morgan Levy and Halligator. Halligator actually saying, no, I'm not going to go back to the bench. I'm going to go into the next lineup. Halligator back on the track.
All right, we got DOD and Evangelical.
Emma says that she's going to convince Tobias in 4 words. Alligator trains guide dogs.
All right.
You got me.
Yep.
I'm
down.
there. 2 new converts. Evangelical and DOD both wearing the star. DOD fighting Katie Postma.
Oh, Alligator with that great force out and recycle.
Oh, but not catching the cut track.
That, I will just leave it to the refs.
Gator plays every jam.
Oh, DOD staying in bounds. Wow, Gangster almost got a piece of DOD.
Endurance training. Let's go. Penalties are incredibly low for as far in the game as we are. 9 total amongst the 2 teams.
With a 7-2 split. 7 for GNR.
Darko setting it for the offense, but so does Morgan Levy.
Wow.
Donnie Darko, teeth. Oh, Cosmo not quite able to keep it.
But Cosmo does have lead jammer.
Morgan and Demanda beating. Marzipan and Peach Clobber. Ooh, that is dangerous.
Yes, it is.
Angela Death doesn't like it either. Everybody's really bunched up there on that pivot line.
Oh, Cosmo almost to the front and through.
To the front and through. Lead jammer, Jewish roller derby. Well, I guess that happened a while ago.
Yeah. Just took extra time to clear the initial. And nice recycle there by Teeth. Morgan Levy, great long recycle.
And Morgan with the push out on Angela Death. Oh, Angela able to sneak around Morgan.
And Morgan Levy up to the front.
Morgan
Take
Levy is everywhere. So is Marzipan.
Yeah. There's the call off. So we're at a 10-point game, 53-43 with just over 2 minutes left.
Let's see what's going on the Radical Wheels replay. Oh, that is the beginning of the jam. Excellent. Cosmo coming around. Teeth with the bump out. Beautiful replay. Cosmo's going to climb some mountain right after this. Well, we do have Mount Hood.
Yeah.
And Rainier. And St. Helens. And the Sisters.
Yep.
We have a lot of mountains.
Oh, and
Carl headed to the penalty box on a forearm. That is going to leave JRD in a power jam with Schindler's. Just kidding. Schindler's Fist also headed to the penalty box.
And it's Jackpot, not Carl. Jackpot's just wearing Carl's number.
Where is my A game? It is not here.
That's all right. I'm here to keep you honest. Win and Rome and company holding up Jackpot at the front of the pack.
Jammer Do-si-do occurred. Everybody's back out on the track.
So there will be no lead jammer. This will be a full 2-minute jam.
Well, it's good that Alligator's out there.
Yes. For that endurance training.
Jackpot up at the front. Schindler's Fist working against a Mark and Gangster, Petite Carnage.
Wicked Willow and Katie Postma.
And not Morgan Levy.
Not Morgan Levy. It's kind of fun. Wicked Willow. Oh, there's the track cut. Schindler's Fist.
That's going to leave Jackpot in a power jam. Nobody cleared the initial, and we've got 35 seconds left in the jam.
Yep.
That's a forearm being called on Alligator.
So Wicked Willow is now transferred from the Heathers to GNR to rejoin, to join Gangster. So the 2 of the 3 sisters are back skating together.
Jackpot coming back around. Okay, well now I want the entire Supernovas team to come up here and play us.
I know, right?
Because I want all of you here. I'm having more fun watching the chat than I am the game.
Really?
And that said, well, not
mean,
really. It's a good chat. It's not as good as the game.
They're both really good, though.
They are absolutely fantastic. And just like that, we're at intermission. So a scant number of points, I'm not going to do quick math, separates our two teams. GNR sitting at 61, JRD sitting at 43.
18.
Thank you. 18 points between them. You are keeping me honest. You're doing my math.
That's what I'm here for.
You're doing everything for me.
I'm here to support you, Doctor.
Dr. Noms is not doing fantastic tonight. In any case, I have 14 minutes to get my A game back together. So Puns and I will see you in a few.
See you soon.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified Sweat Saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We've got you.
Hello, everybody. Did you miss us?
I missed us.
We are back with just about a minute left in intermission. Teams are starting to take the track again.
More
I
importantly,
did go.
I missed the chat.
I know. Chat for MVP. I did go down at halftime and make myself part of the Gator fan club officially. So that was good. I have a membership card and everything. It says Chomp Chomp on it.
Is it laminated?
It is. I did that very quickly. And hello, Canna, from Rat City, watching Kosher Assault and Win in Rome. Have enjoyed watching them very much tonight. You can see our penalties are incredibly low. Nobody's sitting at more than 2. And in total, we're at 13, which seems amazing. Good job, announcer friend. Oh, I have friends. More friends.
Yes, you do.
Dr. Noms has friends.
Because people like you.
People do like me. I am a good person. And here we go. We are lined up. We are getting ready to start period 2 here.
And that is Cosmo and Evangelical behind that jam on Hawthorne jam line.
Both jammers electing to take the outside line first, not able to make super progress. Cosmo trying the inside, but finding teeth.
Yeah, Teeth just really bit down hard on that inside. Forearm. That is original sin. And Cosmo is through.
One of us.
No,
One of
Cosmo
us.
track cut.
Oh, that is going to leave Evangelical in a power jam situation.
As JRD has 2 skaters in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
But you know what? That's okay because Win in Rome and Halligator are both on the track.
Yes. Evangelical dipping low, swinging around, clearing 4 points in that first pass. Oh, wow, we got some serious group therapy going in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
Sometimes group therapy is more productive than individual therapy.
And Kosher Assault finishing off that force out. Original Sin coming in. Cosmo through on the initial.
On a star stash. Can someone post the rosters?
We're checking on that.
At the next timeout, we will post the rosters.
Working. Hold, please.
And for whoever asked about our streaming camera, turns out we don't know. It's a Sony with a very fancy Sony lens. There's some things we're really good at. Knowing the names of things is not one of them.
We're better at knowing the names of skaters like Dr. Destruction and Angela Death, who are your jammers.
That was a really great segue.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And DOD is your lead jammer. AD about a quarter lap behind. Demand a beating, opening a lane for DOD. There's the call off. Is it in time? Ooh. Barely.
We have a timeout. Puns, what does that mean?
This timeout is brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. And that actually looks to be an official review being called by GNR. That is Carl Postma, Katie's twin, who's coaching, who called for that official review.
Official reviews are great times to thank our sponsors. And there is the roster for JME Salt. There you go. I'd like to say thank you to Menopause Northwest, Portland Vital Signs, and Trailhead Credit Union. Thank you so much for being our sponsors.
And the dazzle of zebras is breaking up. That is the official term.
A dazzle of zebras.
A dazzle of zebras.
And then we've got a little bit more talking. And now we're going to send it down for the official review.
GNR official review. They are challenging the lack of a cut call on the Jewish roller derby jammer. Upon review, officials did witness the foot step out of bounds prior to call off. We will be issuing the cut on the Jewish roller derby jammer. GNR retains the review for the half.
Wow, thank you, Bling, for that very clear and informative explanation.
I would say concise as well.
Yes.
So that means that Guns N' Rollers are going to start in a power jam situation. But Jewish roller derby with Original Sin, Halligator. Hopefully, we'll just be able to stop it.
Jackpot.
Jackpot through, picking up lead jammer. Pack moves a little bit. Charlie Chang with some offense there, trying to break that pack up. Jackpot on the toe stops, juking, spinning, Halligator to beat.
Wow.
Doctor of Destruction through.
That's Jackpot.
Jackpot. What
Doctor Destruction's coming out of the penalty box.
I'm trying to look too many places at once.
Also, Doctor Destruction typically plays for GNR, which
is why I'm messing up for the
Yes.
7,000th time.
Yes,
Really, I'm just showing people tonight that announcers are human
we are.
and capable of many mistakes.
So many mistakes.
So many mistakes.
Wow. You're gonna be sorry, Donnie Darko. Just doing work at the back of the pack.
Everybody's sort of
And Hellslinger, that's the last person in that tripod.
everybody's sort of jammed up there in turn 4. Approaching that jam on Hawthorne jammer line. We have a whistle being called, forearm on Donnie Darko.
All right. And Original Sin able to get DOD out.
Jackpot looking for the signal, calling it off.
And just in time.
And pivot salt. Yes.
So next up, we're going to see Veronica Dodge and Cosmo behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, boost-friendly, Dr. Om-Nom Nomnivore-friendly,
Everybody-friendly breakfast.
everybody-friendly breakfast.
Complete with a velvet rope.
Oh, wow, Cosmo really taking it to the stars there. Ah!
Both jammers coming back around. Veronica Dodge just about 10 feet behind. Cosmo looking to pick up points and call it off,
Wow.
which she does.
That is a 2-to-1 jam. Woo! That was fun.
Fun and quick. I would like to take a second to say thank you to Ritual Dyes, Portland's local yarn shop with hand-dyed yarn, tools, and more, owned by a Bud's parent and Wrecker Skater, who are the same person.
Right.
Bud's parent and also a Wrecker Skater.
Way to string that along.
Thank you. Thank you.
Angela Death forced out by Original Sin.
Nice drawback. Walt up at the front of the pack. Oh, and a brutal coming in by Win in Rome. Excellent offense. We
And
are out of play.
no pack call. Teeth. Teeth's
Oh, no, we're
yeah.
going to get destruction.
Yeah.
Teeth with the destruction.
And here comes Walt coming in. Oh, Donnie Darko, you're going to be sorry. Good work. No pack call. And Walt through for 4.
Let's go,
Waltz
Walt.
through.
See what you did there?
Yep.
A little jammer on jammer action there for a second. Angela Death trying to slow Walt down.
And here comes AD finally through.
And
there's
Walt says, I've had enough.
Yeah. No shade. That was good
That was
jam.
that was a great jam. Beautiful Radical Wheels replay. Walt getting around. There's our 5 seconds.
DOD, Evangelical. DOD up to the front. Oh, wow.
Finding Amara. Evangelical through, lead jammer. Beautiful spin move by Amara.
Oh,
DOD.
Gangster, so good.
We are strung out. There we go. DOD through.
Oh, that's going to be low block, I think, on Evangelical. So power jam, full 2-minute jam now.
There was a back block. Oh. I saw a back block by the refs, but it's an L on the board.
I told you it was a low block.
I didn't say you were wrong.
Yes, you did. All right, DOD looking for some offensive help. And here comes JRD bringing the O.
Teeth and Amara.
Yeah.
Teeth and Amara.
Yeah. Amara is just so good.
Evangelical through on a spin move, picking up 4 for GNR.
I've had the pleasure of watching Amara since she was in the Rose Petals.
That's fascinating because that's a long time.
Yeah. And
has she always been this good?
not when she was in Rose Petals, but, you know, that was, 10 years ago. When I was in France a year and a half ago for Junior Roller Derby World Cup, Gangster was there, and I watched her steal the soul from some poor French jammer. It wasn't like you could just see the will to skate go out of their eyes.
Doctor of Destruction with 3 to beat up at the front of the pack, but that is the end of the jam.
Wow.
8-8 jam.
Nope, 8-12
Just
to
kidding.
8.
8-12 jam. JRD with the advantage there. 12-12 jam. Things keep changing on me. 23 points between the two teams.
Yes. Way to math.
Thank you. I had a Diet Coke at intermission.
There you go.
Got the cylinders firing a little quicker.
All right, there we go. Cosmo
And
up
Jim.
to the front. Oh, Charlie Chang, last line of defense. Cosmo holding on, almost there. Oh, and there goes Jackpot.
Lakuka Rakia doing work for GNR.
Oh, wow. Original Sin. That looked unfortunate.
Sinful even.
Yes. Nice. Well done. Well played.
I'd like to say thank you to Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better. SasquatchHR.org. Sin is so solid.
Solid as a rock. Sorry.
Veronica Dodge and Walt.
Oh, nice force out there by Demand a Beating.
Walt up to the top of the pack and around. Lee Jammer goes to Jewish Roller Derby.
Not so much around as through.
It was really a through.
And
Roll.
there goes Walt.
Roll to intimidate. If we're talking about Walt, that was a nat 20.
Thank you for that D&D joke there.
Hey, you're welcome.
Appreciate that. There's the call off. Is it in time? It is.
2-0.
So that's 6
6 to 0.
Yeah, 6 point jam brings us to a 19-point differential.
Good job on the math.
Thank you. Thank you. That looks to be DOD and AD.
I swear DOD just jammed.
Possibly.
Probably. Both jammers caught up behind the pack. DOD closer to the front. Angela Death stuck behind Alligator and Original Sin, able to get around AD with the lead jam status.
And DOD has pulled the cap, but oh, wow.
Stuck on a toe stop.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
It's that Darko teeth knobby tripod again. Ooh. Nice.
Win in Rome was risking a directional play penalty, but
got it. Broke that pack up. Original Sin with the drawback on Angela Death.
And there's not a two-town Cider House star pass. Oh, wow. DOD stays in bounds. And AD with the call-off.
Radical Wheels replay. Nice.
And we've got Cosmo and Evangelical behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line.
I believe that was Aranishi with the offense right off the line.
Oh, Cosmo through on the inside.
I think Cosmo's batting 1,000 for lead jammer for Jewish roller derby.
Possibly in this half. Oh. Cosmo with the call-off. Is it in time? It is. Woo.
I've got Jamnesia just as bad as some of these skaters do.
Jamnesia.
Jamnesia. I don't remember what happened in the first half. That was minutes ago. Gator glue. I did go down at halftime and tell Gator how much of a stan this chat was. She was stoked.
I bet. Schindler's Fist punching to the front of the pack.
I see you.
Yep. Jackpot getting offensive help at the back, but you're gonna be sorry. Oh, here comes Win in Rome breaking up that front tripod.
Yeah, and doing so good at it. Wow.
Came in like a wrecking ball.
Alligator in this jam again. Bracing that tripod. Nice push to the inside on Jackpot.
Pack extending. Schindler's Fist is your lead jammer. That was a hard-fought 44 seconds to get lead. And
Jackpot through.
Schindler's
Fist calling it.
1 point, wow. It's a hard-fought 1 point.
I'd like to say thank you to WSL Leadership Coaching. Learn how to transform interpersonal conflict into organizational justice at WSLleadership.com. Math skills aren't doing good. Reading comprehension skills aren't doing good.
Oh, you got this.
I am riding a struggle bus. And that was beautiful bridging, Amanda. It was absolutely gorgeous bridging. Veronica Dodge and Walt both jamming.
And Veronica Dodge up to the front, but wow. That wall just closed in. Morgan Levy trying to open a lane. And
Katie Postma.
One to beat. Oh, Katie Postma holding on.
Walt through, lead jammer, Jewish roller derby.
Oh, Marzipan now joined by Morgan Levy. That's a tough 2-wall to break.
Oh, man, and joined by Peach Clobber.
Yep, that's not going to be fun.
Demanda beating, holding down the bridge.
And there's the call-off after 3 points. I don't blame Walt for not wanting to get up and continue. That was beautiful bridging. Dr. Destruction, Angela Death behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line.
Death and Destruction. Angela Death up the outside.
DOD pulls the cap, gets some offensive help from Alligator. And two-town Cider House star pass. to Kosher Assault.
Alligator gets my MVP. I don't have one to give, but verbally.
Everybody taking their shots at Angela Death. Angela Death is through, though. That is 4 points, getting GNR into triple digits. First team into triple digits.
Kosher Assault, our jammer of record now after that 2-down sider star pass.
And AD, long recycle behind.
Quake.
Quake. Wow, original sin with the force
with
out.
The big hit to the inside. Alligator, original sin, and Quake making up that tripod at the back.
And Kosher Salt is recycled by
Kurakia.
And AD threw on another scoring pass.
Kosher Assault hit to the outside by Teeth.
Wow. Alligator just dropping AD.
Shrugging off the offense by Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful job of getting forced out of position and then immediately finding a new and even better position. There's some A-plus roller derby being played tonight.
Yes, indeed.
I'd like to say thank you to the following sponsors: Lionheart Kombucha, Portland Mercury, and Secret Aardvark. Thank you so much for being our sponsors. Did you know, Puns, that Global Champs tickets are on sale? It is the most highly anticipated roller derby event of the year that is almost here. Tickets are on sale. It's going to be November 1st through 3rd here in Portland at Veterans Memorial Coliseum.
Of the year? We've been waiting 5 years for this.
I know. Half a decade.
And Evangelical is through. Oh, here comes Cosmo.
I was going to say, Evangelical better turn on the jets a little bit. Cosmo just says, pass me. I'll get back on the track.
And Evangelical with the call off.
If you are coming to Champs and you still need to book your hotel, snag a room in the official Champs hotel room blocks at the Doubletree or Crown Plaza. There are details at WFTDAglobalchamps.com.
And we were about to have a team timeout. Not quite sure why GNR is burning seconds off the clock, but you know, or not JRD, not GNR. So that team timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX.
Tomorrow, you should come back and watch roller derby again because we've got a doubleheader for our juniors. So if you still need that derby fix, the RCR Junior Skate tomorrow, first whistle at noon, watch for free on this YouTube channel right here. My skater will be skating tomorrow for the beds because it's Undead versus the Hearts.
That's very cool.
It's going to be a fun game.
I'm looking forward to that.
I just get to be mom and team parent tomorrow. It's kind of nice.
I'm going to miss having you up here, though.
Oh, you're just saying that.
I mean, I did technically say it, but, you know, I do mean it,
but
too.
you mean it. You mean it. You mean it. Far be it from you to ever say anything untrue. Okay. That team timeout has been called to its natural conclusion. And let's see who we have jamming. I believe that's Jackpot and Cosmo. That's exactly who it is. Oh, big hit by Morgan to the inside there on Jackpot. I think Jackpot thought that she had it in the bag. Nice offensive attempts by La Kukarakia. Cosmo pushing up at the top of the pack.
And at the back of the pack, that is Jackpot going nowhere.
Against none other than Halligator, Morgan
Lee.
and Sin.
Yep. Pack extending. Great bridging. And
Cosmo through.
Yep. And Jackpot pulls the cap. And we have a 2-town cider star pass to You're Gonna Be Sorry.
Cosmo with 1 to beat and Donnie Darko.
Track cut. Cosmo, this will be a 2-minute jam. And You're Gonna Be Sorry is like, why am I jamming?
I didn't sign up for a 2-minute jam.
I just wanted to be a blocker.
I just wore the pivot cap because somebody asked really nicely. Oh, Nobby finding Morgan Levy and Alligator.
And when in Rome.
And when in Rome.
Oh, wow. And Alligator just track cut.
No, I think Nobby knew it too.
Yeah. Nobby's like, oh, no. Means I'm going to be the jammer to start the next jam. Oh, wow. Cosmo.
Inbounds. Only a hand went out. Cosmo through for another 4. Beautiful job by Cosmo there.
Well, that was fun.
I'd like to say thank you again to 187 Killer Pads, an exclusive protecting your sponsor of RCR. 187 Killer Pads, worn by the most pros in the world. If you skate, you know why. GNR down 2 in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box to start this jam. DOD up the outside.
Wow, DOD with a quickness.
I do believe that was a direction. It was. Being called on number 97, Malkashena.
Oh, last line of defense is Amara. Gangster.
Amara might be one of the best one-on-one blockers.
Yeah.
Like, top 10, easy.
Yeah. And Amara came out in the same like sort of graduating junior class with a smash tag, another like phenomenal one-on-one blocker.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
DOD again up at the top of the pack, 1 to beat again in Gangster.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Gangster having to let DOD go at the far end of that engagement zone. The bridges had run out.
And Navi gets recycled.
Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear. DOD with a huge jam so far. 12 points on the board for JRD.
Oh, track cut on Navi again.
Nabi will be able to get out of the penalty box this jam, though.
Yes, unless DOD calls it
early,
off. Which would be a strategically sound decision. Oh, wow.
Peach Clobber going and taking a seat on a forearm. I'm hearing the call it. Navi standing in the penalty box. Navi now having to jam the 3rd jam in a row.
And that 15 points brings us to triple digits for both teams.
I can do this math. 16 points separating our 2 teams.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. I would like to say my doctorate is not in mathematics. And the JRD coaches' outfits absolutely slay. Somebody said earlier that Lemon Stinger looks super slay, and she does.
Yep.
I said that again when I walked in the building. I was like, oh, the blue top and the gold pants, I love it. There was an official timeout in there. This timeout brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor.
And Cosmo alone behind that jam on Hawthorne jam line.
Nobby standing in the penalty box. Nice bust up there.
Cosmo
finding teeth in Katie Postma. Teeth able to get around Cosmo lead jammer JRD. Nobby back on the track and immediately passing that cap to Katie Postma. Forearm being called on Nobby. That two-town cider star pass could not have happened at a better time. So Nobby will play a 4th jam in a row, but at least this time
As a blocker.
she's not going to have to jam it. She can just block it. Who else do I have to say thank you to? How about 888? Our other exclusive protected gear sponsor, the certified Sweat Saver helmet from 888 is designed for derby, vert ramps, and everything in between. From the flat track to the vert ramps.
And Evangelical, oh, wow. That was demand a beating.
Walt having to get around those last GNR blockers, and that is some amazing offense being played by Marzipan. Evangelical able to sneak through, picking up lead jammer.
And Charlie Chang able to slow up Walt just enough for Gangster to get there. Marzipan.
Walt with 1 to beat in Gangster.
Yeah, Marzipan not
Whomping Willow, Wicked
able to
Willow
get up
coming
to
in
the
there
front.
too.
So yeah, Walt looking to pass that star. Oh, Gangster. Oh, Gangster. That might be a back block.
It is a back block.
Yeah.
So now we can just Walt can just keep going through on initial.
And Evangelical burning off some seconds.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and call that as a two-town cider, or not a Zoom Room Apex jump. Walt with the Zoom Room Apex jump right at the whistle. Not able to collect any points on it, but it was still gorgeous.
And JRD, not quite sure why they're burning seconds off the clock at this point, but I am not a coach.
We're not down there. We don't know the intricacies of
The strategery?
the intricacies of the strategery.
But
Meanwhile,
this is a official timeout. Well, it's a team timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX.
there we go.
Yes. And how is your liquid death over there?
It's been open all game, so it has lost most of its fizz. It's mostly just water at this point, but it is delicious and thirst quenching. It murdered my thirst even.
Indeed. So I went to the store and got my wife a tall boy of the two-town cider peach apricot flavor, which she has not tried yet, although she may be trying it like as we speak. So I'm waiting to see what her reaction is on that, because I know she's been excited about the whole apricot
Mrs.
thing.
Puns, if you're watching, tell us how it is. I'm anxious to know. Timeout is now done. Jackpot and DOD jamming.
Jackpot spinning. Oh, wow. Forearm.
Forearm on Jackpot. That's going to leave DOD and JRD in a power jam.
And Teeth with the force out and recycle at the back of the pack. DOD one to beat. Someone on a track cut.
Morgan Levy, I believe.
No, that was Darko.
Darko.
Oh, we got some group therapy going on in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
Morgan Levy was a forearm.
And
Beautiful
DOD through.
job. Excellent job by DOD to negotiate that pack there.
And Jackpot right into that tripod at the back.
Jackpot with the star off. Don't know if she's reaching for pivot Charlie Chang.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
I think
Up there is the
there it
two-town
is.
cider house star pass to Charlie Chang, who is met immediately by Morgan Levy. Alligator and Original Sin. So GNR has traded one jammer in sad place for another.
Levy was going to be able to get up to the top of the pack, but was stopped by Gangster.
I love Gangster's awareness. Always knows what's going on.
Oh, we had a cut track
Track
there. So DOD not able to end the jam. Will go the full 2 minutes, which is only another 5 seconds.
Yep. And so that, and here we go. Official review being called for by JRD. There are 13 points separating these two teams. I'm going to guess they're going to try to get that jammer penalty reversed because you might as well.
Might as well try.
Yeah.
With 47 seconds on the clock.
And you need to get lead jam here on this last jam. Ooh, this has been a good one. I've been having a great time.
It's been a great game. I got a text from my husband a few minutes ago. He's like, "Oh, you're announcing." And I was like, "Well, of course I'm announcing. You're on stream. My favorite place to be."
It's my favorite place to be with you.
Oh, you're so sweet. It's my favorite place to be with you.
Oh.
Best friends forever.
Yes.
For anybody listening on the stream, I saw that you were going to be coming to Champs. I'll be one of the MCs at Champs. Swing by, say hi. We've got a Shabbat Shalom sing-along happening in the hangar right now.
And Blaine about to explain everything.
Jewish roller derby is officially reviewing the cut call in their jammer. Upon review, the cut occurred prior to the initiator of the going out of bounds. Therefore, the cut call will stand. Jewish roller derby does not retain the review for half.
Bad news bears for JRD.
And that is evangelical behind the Jam on Hawthorne jam line, so that's further bad news.
But that's okay, because we're going to throw Marzipan, Morgan Levy, Peach Clobber,
and
Amanda Beating.
Amanda
Beating.
Oh, wow. Great offensive work there by GNR. They, they sort of parted the Red Sea there. Oh, wow. Evangelical tried to tiptoe down that line.
No tiptoeing through the tulips here. DOD out of the penalty box.
So Evangelical could stop this at any time, and it will end the game.
Mrs. Puns is in fact watching while enjoying the Two Towns Peach Apricot Cider. It's delicious. Would recommend.
All right.
And there we go. That was a beautiful game. Unofficial score 128 to 111. I cannot say how much fun having these borderless teams come to the hangar has been.
It's been a blast.
This might be my favorite one that's happened so far. JRD played an amazing game, came right down to the wire, and the chat section.
Yeah.
You made it for me. The chat section. Gator for MVP. Great game, friends. Yes, I do believe so. There is a whistle wrapping it up. We have a final score, 128 GNR to 111 Jewish Roller Derby. Puns and I are going to say goodbye and send it down to the track for MVP awards. Y'all have been great. Hope to see you at Champs. Talk to you later.
See you then.
From JRD, the MVP blocker is Darko. Is Danny Darko, is he here? Darko, somewhere. Oh, right there. Pay attention. MVP blocker. And then their MVP jammer is Evan Helico. All right. Come on out. All right. Right here in the middle, and we'll get those. And then we're going to go over here. MVP blocker.
Number 018.
018. That's Heligator? Alligator? 018. Right there. We go. Yay. Sorry. Should have brought my roster down, huh? All right, and then MVP jammer.
What number? 88.
88 for the lead jam for the MVP jammer. All right, right here. Yeah, that's right. Cosmo was 88. Okay, so let's get a photo right here of all the MVPs, and then we'll get both teams together over in front of the scoreboard. Thank you all for coming out this evening, this afternoon, I guess, really still. And if you haven't had enough for roller derby, come on out. Tomorrow at noon, we'll be here for a doubleheader for our junior squads, and that's always a lot of fun. And don't forget, 14 days for champs right here in Portland. Get your tickets now. Our team, the Wheels of Justice, will be defending their championship in just 14 days, so be sure to come on out. Thank you all, and drive home safely.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try for yourself. We got you.